Alright guys, so in today's video, I want to figure out what you can and can't flush down a toilet. Not what you should and shouldn't flush, but what can you flush? Like what can physically be passed through a toilet. So I'm going to need a few things for that. I'm going to need a toilet in the garage, which as you can see, I don't have. But first, I need something to catch the water. That is where this boat will come in handy. Pool. This is a pool, not a boat. That's where this pool will come in handy. So we need that. We will also need a platform to mount the toilet onto. That's where this comes in handy. Should be able to there. Just mount that right over the pool, and then the only thing I haven't done is cut a hole in the middle of this for all of the water to go through, and that is because the way I'm going to do it is, I mean, let's be honest, it's kind of stupid, but you can see my saw here. I have bypassed the safety on my saw because life is always better when you bypass the safeties. So I haven't cut the hole yet because the way I'm going to do this is kind of dangerous, and if anything happens, I would like to have it on camera. Basically, we're just going to cut a little hole, just right here in the middle. I want to see if I can just kind of lean down into this. That's pretty crooked. Not really what I wanted. All right, that should be perfect for the toilet. Next up, obviously, we need a toilet. Which I just set up and have right here. This part is the tank. We don't want to do the tank yet. Oh. I think I'm supposed to put this right here, maybe right here. Yeah, right there. That should be a fully functioning toilet. All right, so let's get some water. Make sure it flushes. I think we are ready for our first flush. So the only thing that's gonna kind of suck is that I'm gonna have to use 5-gallon buckets of water to dump in here to flush it. So hopefully there's no leaks. I think we should probably put a little bit of water in the bowl first. Okay, I guess that's all it holds. All right, here we go. Our first flush. Okay, I think the bucket idea works perfectly. All right, we got a full tank. Now for our first item that I want to see if it'll flush, because if it does, it's going to be really cool. A GoPro. So let's turn this thing on. All right, in you go. I don't know if that's going to go or not. So if you ever wanted to know what it's like to be flushed in a toilet, this will be what it's like. It worked. It went all the way through the toilet. So, if you ever wanted to, you could flush a GoPro. I wonder what it looks like if you were getting the water flushed onto you. Let's do that. All right, getting water flushed onto you. 3, 2, 1. This is way too much fun. You can flush a GoPro. So our next item is going to be a 5-gallon bucket full of orbeez. I'm really curious to see if this entire bucket will even fit in here, let alone go down. So since the GoPro is so cool, what I want to do is put the GoPro at the bottom so you can see all the orbeez come out if they all come out. We'll put that right there. Are they just going down? They're just going down by themselves. I mean, I guess that kind of gives us our answer. Let's go ahead and flush it. You can flush a 5-gallon bucket of orbeez. Alright, so what about a bucket of these giant Orbeez? Man, this one's full to the top. These giant Orbeez are ones that are like, not even golf ball size, bigger than golf balls, you know. Obviously you can see they're massive. Some of them are even so big, or maybe it's just like a defect, but just from them absorbing the water, you can see that they've just kind of like bursted. So let's see if they can handle a whole 5-gallon bucket of these. Oh, these are heavy. Those are going down by themselves too. Jeez. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think these would be able to go through. So let's go ahead and flush it. I think we need more water. Yeah, you can flush a whole 5-gallon bucket of giant Orbeez, no problem. That is extremely surprising, and this pool is starting to fill up pretty quickly. All right, so let's go on to something else. So, Orbeez big and small, we're both able to go through the toilet no problem. What about 10 pounds of Swedish fish? Now, I'm sure for you guys that like Swedish fish, this is gonna hurt you, but I hate Swedish fish. Look at all that. All this Swedish fish. I bet you've never seen 10 pounds of Swedish fish in a toilet before. Oh. Man, I thought it was gonna do it. Give it another flush. We might have to give this 2 or 3 flushes. See now. Well, maybe if I dump some water like just directly into the bowl, they might go down, but it's not looking very promising. All right, let's see if we can wash them down this way. Yeah, they'll go down that way. So that answers the age-old question. If, for those of you that have always wanted to flush 10 pounds of Swedish fish down your toilet, you're gonna have to dump water directly into the bowl rather than flushing it. Just so you know. How about some golf balls? I don't know how many this is, but I think it should be enough to clog the toilet, I would think. Let's get these in here gently, because we don't want to break anything. Oh, it's so. Before I flush this, if I had to guess, I don't think they're going to make it through. No, not even close. I think, yeah, there's 3 golf balls that made it through. Yeah, I didn't think golf balls would make it. If you would have told me a year ago that I would be digging golf balls out of the toilet inside of my garage, I would have never believed you. All right, so our last ones couldn't make it through. So what about, come on, 6 pounds of popcorn kernels? I don't know about you, but I've never tried to flush popcorn kernels, so we'll see what happens. Each one of these, yep, 1 pound. I don't know if this is gonna make it. They're so small that they could. All right, so now that I see what 6 pounds of popcorn kernels look like inside of the toilet, I'm gonna say no. I don't think they're gonna make it. don't think any of them made it through at all. I mean, I didn't expect all of them to go through, but I figured at least maybe some of them would. If you want to flush 6 pounds of popcorn kernels, it's probably not a very good idea. All right, so next up on the list we have marbles. Some of these, I think those are 5/8 marbles, and then if you can see them here, some bigger marbles, like some shooters, I guess you could say. So, off the top of my head, I don't think that these will flush, only because they're so heavy, but there's also not that many of them, so they might equal out, who knows. Okay, it's just water, we're good. Shooters in here. Will the marbles flush? 3, 2, 1. Don't act like you're almost gonna overflow. And no, the marbles won't flush. Not even a single marble made it through. So, just like I suspected, where they're so heavy, they're not gonna flush. Next up, we have a whole roll of toilet paper. Now, I know most of you guys are probably thinking, of course you can't flush a whole roll of toilet paper. But this toilet paper is very, very thin. So, if that counts for anything. So, I don't remember what I was gonna say. But we're gonna try to flush a whole roll of toilet paper. So let's just go ahead and start unraveled. There we go. There's no way this is gonna flush. There's no way. Let's give it a try. I mean, all the water went down. Let's give it another flush. Why is it not? How's all the water just passing right through? Just kind of shove it right in there. See if we can. Oh. Yeah, that's not expected. It's still not overflowing though. Huh. So, I mean, as expected, it's not flushing, but it's not overflowing like you would think it would. Now I've got to figure out what I'm supposed to do with this. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Never in a million years did I think I would be making a video about just trying to shove a whole roll of toilet paper in a toilet. And now for the next thing, and my personal favorite, pickles. As you all know, I hate pickles. So now I finally get to put them where they belong, in the toilet. So I have all of these pickles here, and we're going to see if we can flush all of these at once down the toilet. Put those where they belong. Yep, that's where those go. Yep, those definitely belong in there. Yep, those go in there. That's where you all belong. Right in there. Last but not least, the special sauce. The, what's this called? Sweet relish. So, in case you didn't know, that is where all of the pickles belong. So, let's see if we can flush them down. 3, 2, 1. Really? I don't think even. Oh, I think one made it through. Let's fill the bowl up, kind of maybe give it a little bit of a boost. I don't think these are really going to go through with a regular flush, So I call this the power flush. Let's see if this can do that. Come on. Go down. Go down there. You know you want to. Maybe stir them up. Oh, so now I guess I get to dig cold, wet pickles out of the toilet in my garage. So that's always great. All right, guys. Well, I obviously have my hands full here. I have a lot of work to do. So I hope this answered your questions about what you can and can't flush down a toilet. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.